Hey yo, this is Koi. Today I have the Tangzu Waner 2 Jade Dragon Special Edition. This was sent out by Audio One and is a collab or partnership with Tangzu and Audio One. This is a $30 single dynamic driver IEM with almost identical tuning to the original Waner 2. So let's see what's special about the Jade Dragon edition. Here is the box, and if you compare it to the regular Waner 2 box, it is a bit bigger, and this is because you actually get a magnetic pouch with the special edition. This magnetic pouch is kind of nice and practical if you want to throw your Waner inside and carry it around. Other than that, you get a set of regular ear tip and the Sankai wideboard rather than the Sankai standard that came with the regular Waner 2. And of course, you get your IEM and the cable along with a very pretty cloth, which I'm not sure if it's a microfiber cloth. It feels too pretty for a microfiber cloth and feels wrong to get it dirty. Moving on to the design, the Jade Dragon of course features the transparent jade green shell with the dragon on the back. Personally, I think it looks very nice and looks better than the regular Waner 2, which I have here, and you can see it's kind of black and dull compared to the Jade Dragon version. The fit and comfort on the Waner 2 is great, as it doesn't have any custom contours and should work well for people who have small ears like me. The cable on the Waner 2 is alright. There are options for 3.5 with or without mic, and a Type-C option with the mic. It has a bit of a papery feel and retain some memory. Something to note is that it doesn't have a chin slider, but for the price, it is a nice functioning cable. Here is the frequency response of the Jade Dragon, and I would describe the overall sound as a mid-centric tuning that is similar to the previous Waners. It has a decent amount of bass to counterbalance the upper mid, but it's not something I would say is made for bass head. The mids on the Waner 2 is where I start to have some problems. The upper mids specifically can be shouty to some people, especially if you use it with the Sankai wideboard that it comes with. These Sankai wideboard together with the Jade Dragon makes the upper mids and treble sound too boosted and unenjoyable. Without the Sankai wideboard, it is a lot better, but still can feel a bit unnaturally forward with this boosted 2.5K, and over time can make the mids feel fatiguing. The treble on the Jade Dragon are just about right for most people. It's not too much and not too little. There are also no noticeable and big unpleasant peaks from my listening experience. Moving on to technicality, the driver on the Waner 2 I can tell is an improvement over the original Waner. I would say it sits around the average technicalities of a $20 to $50 IEM on the market right now, and it's just about what you get for the price. For comparisons, we have the original Waner. The original Waner is a bit warmer sounding compared to the Waner 2, with just a little more bass and less vocal emphasis than the Waner 2. In my opinion, the Waner original feels more balanced and the mids are more natural sounding than the Waner 2, as the Waner 2 can feel a bit more boosted and exaggerated in the mids. Next, we have the Waner 2 regular edition, and it is almost identical to the Jade Dragon in terms of the sound. The little differences here, I believe, are mostly unit variations. The main difference between the Jade Dragon and the regular Waner 2 is in the Sankai ear tip and the design that it comes with. The two other IEMs I like to recommend at this price range are the Moondrop Miad01 2 and the KZ Saga Balanced. They are great if you want something more bassy and balanced, making them a better pick as a first IEM to grab for most people. And also, it has a more natural approach to the upper mids compared to the Jade Dragon or the Waner 2, which can be a lot better for beginners. Now, who is this for and who do I recommend it to? Get the Waner 2 Jade Dragon if you obviously like green and want to try a mid-centric tuning IEM. Otherwise, the Waner 2 regular edition is still great and comes with the standard Sankai ear tip. Who do I not recommend this to? I wouldn't recommend this if you're sensitive to mids and shoutiness or want a bassier IEM. Instead, I would recommend looking at the original Waner, the Miad01 2, or the Saga Balance instead. Overall, the Waner 2 Jade Dragon edition gets a 2 out of 3 star recommendation for value. It comes in a nice package with a decent tuning for the price. My only complaint is that it comes with the Sankai wide bore instead of the Sankai standard, which doesn't really work with the tuning of the IEM. This has been Koi. If you have the Jade Dragon or the Waner 2, let me know what your thoughts are down in the comments, and I will catch you next time.